If you're planning a trip to Nagaon, let me save you some time. Simang Resort is one of those places that feels like it's straight out of a travel magazine, but without the insane price tag. It's got charm, it's got greenery, and it's got this relaxed vibe that flips the switch on your stress levels the second you walk in. I mean, we're talking instant serotonin boost. The first thing you'll notice? The landscaping. It's like someone handpicked Pinterest's most dreamy outdoor spaces board and dropped it into reality. Palm trees, lush lawns, and small pathways lead you around, making every corner feel Instagram-worthy. If you're into aesthetics, just brace yourself. Your camera roll will fill up fast. The cottages at Simang are simple yet elegant. You're not going to get chandeliers or gold-dipped faucets, but you don't need them. They strike this balance between rustic and modern that makes you think, okay, I could live here. Clean rooms, comfy beds, and air conditioning that actually works. It checks the basics without missing a beat. But here's the kicker. It's walking distance to Nagaon Beach. And if you're like me, you love the idea of waking up, sipping on some tea, and strolling to the sand before the crowds show up. That's a rare luxury, one you can't always find at resorts tucked further away. And let me talk about the food for a second, because this could be a deal breaker for anyone. Simang Resort nails coastal cuisine. Think fresh seafood with just the right amount of spice to make you question your tolerance, but not regret your life choices. Their pomfret curry, chef's kiss. Pro tip, always ask what's fresh that day. The staff? Top-notch. You know how sometimes you get hotel staff who are polite, but distant, borderline robotic? None of that here. It's like being hosted by friends who know when to engage and when to give you space. You'll feel it in the way they ask if you want another chai without you having to flag them down. One pain point people often have with coastal resorts is noise, like kids screaming, loudspeakers blaring. Simang doesn't have that vibe at all, which is another reason I loved it. It's peaceful. Even when it's fully booked, you won't feel overcrowded. They've managed to create a space that feels intimate no matter how many guests are there. Now for the activities. You've got options: banana boat rides, jet skis, ATV rides on the sand, or you can pull a me and do absolutely nothing except sip on a coconut by the beach. Either way, the resort makes it easy for you to craft your perfect day. Pain point? You may wish the day had 30 hours. One of the highlights for anyone sensitive to details is the small things. Little lights along the pathways at night, hammocks placed perfectly under the shade during the day, and even the texture of the towels in your room. It's the kind of care you notice when a place is run by someone who actually cares. If you're the kind of person who works remote, this is also a sneaky great spot to camp out with a laptop for a few days. Wi-Fi's solid, the energy is inspiring, and taking lunch breaks on the beach beats staring at a delivery app menu in your apartment. Just don't get sand in your keyboard. Here's the thing, the price tag is super reasonable for what you're getting. I've stayed at pricier resorts that barely offered half the experience. My advice? Book it sooner than later, because this place is building a reputation for being a hidden gem, and it's not going to stay hidden for long. If you've got Nagaon on your radar, Simang Resort is pretty hard to beat. It's one of those places that quietly reminds you why we go on vacations in the first place. You leave feeling full, not just of amazing food, but of memories you'll actually hold on to. And when you go, save me a spot.